critical path is not showing with this constraint date that is set for the contractual milestone. True critical path is only the I-15. If any of the tasks from this area, I mean from the critical path, will be delayed, it will impact the project completion. But it will not be the case for other areas as well. The one day delay to other area will not impact to the overall project completion. Okay. And see here, this is the critical paths and the milestone you see here, the two phase milestone. If I will zoom a little bit, okay, you probably, okay, 31st January, the phase one commissioning should be finished, and the phase one operation should be started from 1st of February. See here, the two constraint put here, star marks main constraint. Because of these two constraint, these two milestone is on the critical path, and also the this one. What is this one? Availability of pumping station by. There is no constraint, only constraint this and this. Okay, so that's why these two is on the critical path. Okay, because of the constraint. Okay, and if I will go here, and also this one is with constraint availability of pumping station by this one, it is also put here the constraint. So all these are related to the date constraint. And you see here the longest path, that is the true critical path, has not with has no such milestones here. Okay, so this is true critical path, you see here. Okay, so the P6 has this facility to show you the critical path and the longest path, so that you are totally aware. If I'll open this critical path schedule, you can see there are many tasks in the schedule. Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, this one is the full schedule, read mode or full screen mode probably. You see here the number of tasks in the critical path because of this constraint, because this is okay, because this is because of the phase one completion, and whatever the link task from phase one, you see here the phase one is showing on the critical path, but the real critical path is different than this one. Okay, this is the real critical path. You see the number of tasks is very less compared to the critical path, the longest path. Okay, see if I'll open the longest path as well, see the same that I have shown here. And how you will see the longest path and critical path, as you have said here under the project, that the critical path should be based on the what is the settings, Villa 03 live. The critical path should be based on 8 hour or less float, but the longest path is with uh, zero float, it should be, and it will not consider the constraint as well. You will see here, if I'll go to activity, you can see two things: the critical path, you can filter the critical path, and also you can filter the longest path. So if I'll put here the constraint that I have set, finish on or before, and to put the masonry work on the critical path, you see here If I will put here the critical, you can see that masonry on the critical path. You see, though it is not on the critical path, it is because of the constraint. But if I will put here, you see the number of tasks 1, 2, 3, 4. How many number of tasks is on the critical path now? If I will open the here column here, activity count. What is the activity count? Number of activity. Okay, activity count 78. Okay, with this milestone. But here you see the 4 task and one the 5 tasks. So 78 minus 5 should be 73 probably. If I will go to the longest path, no, it is 65 because of, okay, probably there are some other tasks that is linked to that milestone. That's why. Let me check critical path, completion of milestone, and then relationship. These are the critical path. Okay, probably there are some tasks. Okay, 8 hour, because you see here through critical path, the longest path is considering only the 0 hour float. That's why. So, but for the critical path, we have set 8 hours. So probably there are some fractions. That's why. If I'll clean here the critical path with, though it is recommended the 8 hour, but if I will for the sake, if I'll put here 0, what will happen then? Just to make sure that no, it is 78 tasks on the critical path. Okay, understand. WBS summary, because as soon as mm, this one is linked, so the WBS summary was on the critical path probably or not. Let me check. Exactly. Now you see here 70 tasks. Now it is working well. Okay, 70 tasks is on the critical path with this date constraint, right? And out of that 70 tasks, 4 and the 5 is not actually on the critical path, but we have put on the critical path by putting the constraint. So if I'll put here longest path, this 5 tasks will be not here, the 65. So why it was not like this before? Because now I will show you. Let me open all, put here the 8 hours. Okay, because we have some WBS summary task that is also going to critical path because of the okay constraint. You see here, this one and this one is on the critical path, and probably we have. Let me check. If I will put here the critical, it is showing 78, including these two WBS summary tasks. Okay, and also okay, including this WBS summary tasks. Nothing else. Okay. Okay, including these two WBS summary tasks. Okay, but it was not on the critical path. So that was the reason of showing and that was the reason of showing the difference with the 8 hour and okay, because you see here the total float is 1 day means 8 hours. That means it is putting here and probably we can see some tasks that is with, see here, this is also with 1 day float. So we are saying that equal to or less than 8 hour should be on the critical path. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. So better to put here less, so that if it is 7 hour, equal to or less than 7 hour, or if you want to put minute, it could be, so to make the things more perfect, because we just want to set here less than 1 day. So 1 day is 8 hour into 60, so 480 minutes. So instead of 480 minutes, we can put here 479 minute. 479 minute. Probably minute is like this. It is not valid working time value. So I have to go to here, the menu preferences, time period, minute is n. Okay, n. So 400, how much it was? Sorry. So 8 into 60. Ah, okay. 480. So 479, n means minute. If I'll put here n, it is also 8 hours showing because it is in hour. That's why. But let me check it will make any sense to change the things or not. The critical path matter. I'm not sure. It will change. Ah, okay. It is changed. You see here now the 8 hour, but that means full 1 day float task is not on the critical path. You see here only the zero float. Even if you will see 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, as it is less than 1 day, so it should be on the critical path, but not total float with one full day should be on the critical path. This is my consideration. So now it is working well. Okay. Okay. And you see here 70. So 70 minus 5 tasks, that is on the critical path. It should be 65. So if I'll put here the longest path, it should be 65. You see here the 65. So that's the difference between the critical path and the longest path. Okay. Okay. I think we have covered everything what we wanted to. Okay. Thank you. See you in the next FOQ. FAQ. Sorry.